Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark 3 coming at you with, well, it's been a while since I've done one of these, isn't it? My latest foray off the deep end of sanity is what I would say, or I could call it a vehicle upload for the workshop for From the Depths. Yes, this little thing right here. Yes. Don't know if you saw my attempt to start a new adventure series at the beginning of the week, but basically it failed horribly. I died several times and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what? Maybe what might be useful is if we had some kind of starting vehicle which I could just load in, get access to really quickly in an adventure run, and then I could use it to get the heck out of that starting zone where maximum difficulty enemies can spawn at random and murder you before you have any chance of coping with it. So here we go. The AEC Skimmer. AEC stands for Adventure Escape Craft. Available for a mere 3,600 resources. So yes, let's have a look at this latest abomination of science and show you a little bit about it. Okay. So, AEC Skimmer. First thing you can see is it's really small, pretty nippy though, and it's also made of wood, so it's not got any kind of armour whatsoever. Let's bring up my HUD. So yes, no armour, no endurance, it won't take a hit, so, you know, it's going to die pretty darn easily. But that's because it's focused on being small and cheap and really, really fast. It clocks out at about 81 meters per second, almost. Yep, 80.9 meters per second forward velocity. It's got full turning capabilities, of course. It's fully PID stabilized, and it's also got reverse for those that need to slow down and stop. So, you know, this is a fully functional little hover vehicle. Did I mention that it's PID stabilized, of course? It's got enough spare power just to stay very comfortably a mere 5 to 10 meters above the water's surface, making it harder for some long-range detection systems to even pick it up in the first place. So, you know, it's meant to just poke around and run the heck away. That's really all it does. But then again, it can carry 30,500 resources in its cavernous cargo bay. It has got a hybrid fuel-electric engine, which is actually pretty efficient. It's not going to deplete itself anytime soon, but even then it's just a case of replacing the single exposed fuel tank just down here. And it's meant more as a scavenger, so it can dart in, grab resources, and get out as soon as possible. It's not meant to fight, really. But it's as part of its harvester role, if you probably noticed on the left hand side of the screen, the pulsing of a resource zone locator. Yes, as I try to do in my adventure runs, this includes a Lua script block loaded with my favourite script, and the only script I ever use, the Find Nearest Resource Zone script by Kiriko. So this craft comes with that preloaded, ready for finding those delicious resource zones and letting it tell you immediately at a glance how many resources are available for immediate harvesting. So, yep, resource zone found, float into it, and watch the beams do their stuff, because this thing carries a full bank of 14 resource gatherers. So, you know, it can get in, harvest fairly quickly, and then get out again. That's all it's meant to do. So just run the heck away. Okay. The only real drawback of this guy is, aside from the lack of armour and general defences, it's not really that adaptable. I mean, you can expand the design a bit, sure, if you want to, but overall it's meant to just harvest and give you a starting point in adventure mode. So, get some resources built up, and then refit it to something more suited to whatever it is you're trying to do, like turn it into a really big combat ship, maybe some kind of massive aircraft, or even a submarine. Hint, hint for self, because that's what I'm going to do with it. As in, gather stuff and then make a submarine. I wish I'd had this thing ready when I did that stream earlier this week. It would have been very useful. And no, that's a lot less frustrating for people watching. Oh well, there is that. But if you want some kind of initial combat performance, I would like to point out the flat upper deck here, and there's a flat underside as well. So light weapon systems can be fitted onto this craft in dorsal and ventral hull positions, ready to go. It doesn't feature an AI, and it doesn't have any kind of ammo resources as standard though, so those would need to be added as well if you required them. But something simple like, I don't know, maybe an anti-aircraft missile launcher on the upper deck here, and maybe an anti-ship torpedo launcher mounted underneath. That would be really easy to achieve, making this thing into more of a skirmisher-style vehicle, capable of hit and run. But of course, you can pick other weapon systems as you like, because this craft is stable and it's got a lot of excess power in its stability as well. I mean, it only needs like 20 engine power to even stay airborne, so yeah, do what you like with it, really. It is just a starting point after all. It's not meant to be the be-all, end-all. It's just meant to get you on your way. And for that, I think it includes everything the budding young adventurer requires. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the AEC Skimmer, except that it is actually currently available on the workshop, and if you want to get your hands on this thing to poke it, prod it, snap it in half, just mock it, or do whatever you like really, you will find a Steam workshop link in the description below this video. I've been Iron Mark 3, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this latest wonder of my insanity, and I'll see you all some other time. Yes, indeed. Catch you later.